For us, research has been very eye-opening in terms of realizing that we really do love biology and want to keep doing it.
It's probably the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life.
Working with a professor is so much fun and gives you access to so many things that you never thought you would do. When I came to Oxy, I wasn't sure that I would start doing research, and I kind of just fell into it and have been with it ever since, and I really, really love it. And it's definitely been the highlight of my Oxy experience. So I'm very grateful, and yeah, thank you, Professor Goffredi.
We are currently aboard the RV Atlantis, which is part of the U.S. fleet of research ships, and it is the mothership of the Alvins.
We'd wake up bright and early, go get breakfast. The food was excellent. And then we'd start lab work, recovering samples we hadn't finished the previous day, doing more computer type work. And then there's a launch of the submersible every day, so that happens in the morning as well, and we get to watch that. It was super great, seeing everyone all together, watching them go down.
Alvin is a human-occupied submersible, so it's one of a kind in the United States. It has a very deep diving profile, so it's a 6,000 meters depth.
And yeah, so morning work before the submersible sends things back is a bit more calm, and then we would get things from the submersible, and suddenly there's a frenzy and everyone is working to get their samples in the cold room. This cruise was focused on sites known as methane seeps, where methane is escaping from below the ocean floor.
Off of La Jolla, Del Mar, and Santa Monica. And so we'll be just in our backyard. We call this the Southern California Borderlands. We have a National Science Foundation grant to explore the Southern California Borderlands and compare it to the deep sea off of the Aleutian Islands.
And my project has to do with understanding the bacteria that live down there and are able to take methane and turn it into food. And they create collaborations or friendships with animals and are able to fuel their survival on the seafloor because there's no other food down there. So my project is trying to understand what animals have created relationships with which bacteria and how do they work together to both survive.
We both met her when we were first years, actually in our very first semester, which was online. So we were both in a pretty small Zoom class with her, which was her general zoology, like introductory biology course.
This project is a long-running one for me, and it's been so great to work on it just on campus. But when she told us about the opportunity for the cruise, we were like so excited.
And this is a combination of 4 principal investigators, myself from Occidental College, Victoria Orphan from Caltech, Lisa Levin from Scripps Institute of Oceanography, and Tina Troida from UCLA.
I think learning from people who have more experience than us, but also getting to collaborate and see that teamwork that is so essential in science.
Especially at Oxy, we're all undergraduates here, so we don't really interact with a lot of graduate students at all, especially within our majors. So in that sense, it was really nice to get a sense of how people who are older than us in the same field have progressed throughout their education and careers. This trip really helped prepare me for my final year at Oxy, and it's given me a lot of perspective about what I'm gonna do beyond.
It has prepared me for field work, working in lab settings. All of research has done that, but I think it's a huge benefit and something that I feel much more confident in now. It was just beautiful out there. I feel like we both found a lot of peace, even though it was the days were super hectic and chaotic and long. At the same time, it was very fulfilling personally.
I don't know which direction I'll go after I graduate, but it definitely piqued my interest a bit more, and I think being inside Alvin was really amazing, and I was like, ooh, I would love to go to the bottom of the ocean in this. It would be amazing, yeah.
This expedition was definitely a highlight of Oxy and maybe even of my life.